welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Siva. Nice to meet you. I tell people whenever I meet them in real life, I'm Siva like the river. So now you get to know me a little bit more. And if you haven't been on my channel before, welcome. If you have, welcome back. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus, and the main thing I really got from my hiatus, I wanted to share with you all today. And I've been working on a lot of things in my life, and I realized there's a mechanism that holds me back in the area of producing content that holds me back in any other area I'm not seeing the progress that I want to see in. So this is a video for someone who, you have these big goals, you have these ideas, but you just haven't managed to make it happen. You know that you're the type of person that literally you can make anything that you want happen. You see other people doing it and you think like no offense to them, but like I could be doing that. I have the skills, I have the gifts. I just haven't done it yet. I don't really know how or whatever is there for you. I want to give you some distinctions and some ability in this video that gets you to the point of creating whatever you're wanting to create. My promise is by the end of this video, you will know what is holding you back, what you're stuck around, and you're knowing some new actions to take around that. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna ask you to entertain this idea real quick with me. I propose that you're not where you want to be, not because it's hard, not because you don't have the resources, not because you can't, but literally because you are overcomplicating it. Yes, that's it. Just because you are getting in your own way. I am proposing that you have everything that you need to right now. You have all the talent, you have all the skill sets, you have all the right mindset. If you're watching this video, you overly have the right mindset. Like, you care about your mindset, and you know that's like the first thing that really like creates things, so your mindset is on lock. I propose that you have everything you fucking need and a half. You probably have more resources than other people. You probably have more gifts than other people. Yet, you are overcomplicating getting there, or you would already be there. You would already have gone to where you need to go to and got what you need to get, right? In any area that you are not seeing progress that you want to see in, it is because you are stopping yourself. And most likely it's because you care way more about looking good, way more about not making mistakes and being safe than you do about getting the result. You're literally trying to win the game before you've even played it. The main thing that I wanted to offer today is that you cannot win the game without playing it. And you expecting to be able to get everything right before doing it is never gonna happen. It's unrealistic, it's not how things work, and you're getting yourself even more behind by not taking some fucked up action. I'm literally gonna call it that, fucked up action. So I'm gonna create a distinction that I learned in a thing called Landmark Forum, and they called it the world of performance and the world of reason. But I'm gonna call it fucked up action. You got fucked up action, and then I'll keep it the same, reasons. And anytime you're not having the results you want to see, you're not having progress, it's because you're not playing. We'll really call this the world of playing. And inside of that world, there's a lot of fucked up action. Let me break this down for you. A goal like weight loss, it's one of the simplest goals that a person can have. It is very cut and dry. Okay, you are at this current weight. You want to be at this current weight. What do you need to do to get there? It's one of the simplest things. Like, we have all of these science experiments and all of this research to show, okay, here's exactly what you need to do to lose weight. I'm going to make it really complicated. You can strength train 3 times a week, eat in a calorie deficit, and get just more movement in your life, right? That's really, really damn simple. To make it even simpler, literally eat less, move more. What's complicated about that? And then it gets into a world of reasons of like, okay, well, yes, in theory, that does sound really fucking easy, really simple, and it is, but then life gets in the way. We know this. My point being here, though, is that is not a complicated goal at all. If we really break down the steps, it's like 2 things, like literally eat less, move more. And this is a really good example because a lot of people have this goal and a lot of people really struggle with this goal. And it's not as simple maybe for all people if you have health stuff involved. But for most people, that's the general gist of the problem. The problem actually comes when people, their brains get in the way. This is a very simple thing, but your brain gets in the way. Okay, well, I can't, I've got all these things I need to do. It's hard for me to know what to eat. I have to make a training plan. And you end up in the world of reasons. The hardest part about a weight loss journey is literally getting your ass in the gym. You all know that. I mean, anyone that's started going to the gym knows, in theory, it's really easy. Just go to the gym 3 times a week, right? But then life happens, and sometimes you don't get in the gym. And when life happens and you're not in your goal, the goal is not happening, you're running into obstacles. There's only 2 places you can be on something. And I really want you to see that. You're either playing and you're taking fucked up action, or you're in reasons. So say with the example of going to the gym. This happened to me the other week. I scheduled the gym and I didn't have enough time. And so I had real reasons. Like I had actual reasons. Well, okay, I have this appointment, like I have work. I have all these things I need to do. It's like, this is real. This is my life. This is real reasons. But if I'm not in the gym, I'm not in the world of action. I'm not in the world of playing and taking fucked up action. Even if me going to the gym looks like I didn't get to do that much, that is still a fucked up action. That's a really fucked up action. Like going to the gym and like doing one thing, that's really fucked up to me. But I can come back to that and say, okay, my intention is to strength train 3 times a week at minimum. And that is either I'm playing with that, I'm in that, I'm living that, or I have a reason that that's not happening. And the reason can be anything. I'm traveling, I'm, looking at this, I'm making a YouTube video. I can't. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter what the reason is. There always is a reason, and it's a damn good reason. But the only other option is that you are playing in something, you're being in something. And for you, it's gonna be about choosing which one you're gonna be in. So I wanted to create that distinction. It's either happening or it's not happening. And it is very, very, very simple. Let's keep with the weight loss example. Especially when you have a big goal, you wanna get it right. You wanna say, okay, let me take the best, most optimal action. Like, let me do a lot of research. Let me look up what I need to do to meal prep. Let me look up what I need to do in the gym. And all of that is really great. And you can see like, okay, that's kind of doing something, but you're actually not being in action. You can tell if you're taking real action, if it is making you progress. Does that actually lead to me losing weight? Is that actually taking, pounds off the body? Maybe that is part of your real action. But for some people, you're going to have to distinguish that's actually not action. Like for me, I had one time been looking at, okay, well, what are the best workouts to do? And researching and researching and researching. How many did I actually do? I don't know, maybe not even any of them at that point. But in my mind, I'm taking action, I'm doing it, but that just perpetuates your stuckness. So you need to get good at playing the game of, is this a reason right now, or is this an action, even if it's not perfect? I was saying, we expect things to be kind of cut and dry, and we want it to be perfect. And the problem that we get into is you start keeping yourself in the world of reasons because you want it to be good. You want it to not be a mistake, and you want to do it right. But the thing is, with any goal, especially if it's a big goal and it's something that you've never done before, you need to expect a really almost challenging path. You need to understand and accept that you're not going to do it right the first time. You're not going to do it right the second time. You're not going to do it right the third time. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll do it right the fourth time. Maybe if you're really lucky, but you have to be committed to something that is big enough for you to say, yeah, even when I fuck up and fail 5 times, I'm going to keep going. So back to the example of weight loss, I'll share my before and afters. when I started my weight loss journey, I had probably one of the most suboptimal diets ever. Like, I was fully plant-based, no, like, zero protein. I thought protein was a fucking myth. And I was too insecure to go to the gym. I would not do it, and I wanted to work out at home. And I did just that, thank you very much. My journey started very minimally. Like, at the beginning of my journey, the action that I took that was really a stretch action for me was, okay, I'm gonna do at-home workouts. And this is when I started being in the world of action, right? Before, I was stuck here. This was part of my journey too. And it was like, okay, well, I want to look better, but I like my diet. I want to, you know, be skinnier, but I don't necessarily want to go to the gym. And it was just like all of this muck in the way of me actually just doing what I needed to do. So I started off, you know, really, really small, and I took like a little bit of action, and I got a little bit of progress. After like months of that, and I got some real progress, but it was really challenging at first. Then I was able to get into the next space of that goal, and I realized, oh, I need to like really increase my protein, and I want to be high protein plant-based. And then my results went to another level, and it took really like slowly getting there, and I pretty much, you know, created a result that I'm pretty much happy with. And it only took until iterating in the gym and eating like different things and playing around literally for months, and like probably at this point like a year or more, for me to get to like, okay, this is a good place to be. And only after that was I able to see another vista open up, another like mind-blowing, oh my gosh, I could actually even have a more optimal diet. I could actually eat meat, and that actually is available for me to do, because before I was scared. So now I'm just getting to the point where I'm at a really optimal diet, and I'm at a really optimal training routine, and I've accomplished most of the goal. Like, you see my before and after, but I'm just getting started. And if I would have waited to get to this point when I was down here, nothing ever would have happened. Nothing ever would have happened, because I would have been so fixated on trying to get here that I couldn't do any of the magic stuff that was in here. And like, the problem is, it is fucked up action that happens in here. It was so imperfect. Like, my home workouts were really like, okay, my diet at the time was like god awful, but I had to like experiment with things and play with things and take really like suboptimal action in order to get to a point where eventually my goal in this will be up here, and I'll have really even quicker scaling, because when you're working on something, you need to expect that it's going to go like this. Maybe a little increase, down increase, maybe a little more, and then eventually it's just going to take off. And that's where people call an overnight success. And it looks like to everyone else that just like it happened for them. Like, oh, they had a breakthrough. They did it. But what they're not seeing is the years, like literally the years that it took in this place of like fucked up action where you really did not know what you were doing. Even if your goal is like really way bigger than you, if you want to run your own business, no one in your family owns a business. We'll take that example. Maybe you know fucking nothing about that. What is there to do that could get you just a step closer? Something that's outside of research and reasons. We're going to say research. Maybe there's an action for you to say, okay, well then it's exciting to me to talk to business owners. Or maybe I look at what businesses are for sale in my city, even if you don't have the income you think yet. But what fucked up action is going to get you even closer to that, even if it's like something so little itty tiny bitty? And so I want to break that down with you. For example, this YouTube video. I did not want to make this YouTube video. I was totally stuck in my world of reasons and research. Okay, well, what does my ideal person want to hear? What am I doing? I mean, it's been months of like, okay, what's my niche? I don't like this old niche. I don't like this new niche. What the fuck am I doing here? And I'm going to talk to this person about it. I'm going to talk to this person about it. I'm going to watch this video about it. Where did that get me on my content journey? Where did that get me on connecting with my people more? Where did that get me on, you know, getting clearer on anything? I'll tell you, it really didn't do anything. It gave me some like mental masturbation. It gave me something to think on, to chew on. But what's really going to make the difference for me is putting content out there. That is super cut and dry. What's going to make it work? I don't know. Upload a video or two. So in order to do that, I have to take some fucked up action. I don't really know what I want to talk about on YouTube or on my profiles. I have some clients that I love what I do with them. I don't really know what I want to coach. I'm kind of tired of one-on-ones. I kind of want to do something else, but I don't really know yet, right? And so in order for me to get to know, I'm gonna have to fuck around and find out. And that's where I'm in my realm of fucked up action. But I could have said today, I don't actually really like my hair today. I actually feel a little insecure filming this video. I really do not like looking at myself and the thing isn't reversed. I really, I think it's too hot in this room right now. Like, there was a million reasons where I didn't want to do this. But I did it anyway because am I going to be in the world of reasons or am I going to be in the world of playing and in fucked up action? And to be honest, the video may not be that good. Like, it'll be as good as it needs to be. But I'm getting the reps in of doing something. And what I want to break down for you now is how I was able to, when I don't want to do something, I did not want to film this video, that I was able to do it anyway. Because that goes back to overcomplicating things. A lot of times you're waiting to feel ready instead of just becoming ready. That's one of my biggest challenges that I've had to overcome. It's like I am someone who am so in tune with myself and I feel every little thing in my body. I'm so sensitive that if some resistance is there, I'm just like, whoa, this feels like a lot to me right now. And I'll get back to you, okay? So what was I able to do? Right? So I got to film this YouTube video and I don't really want to. What am I going to do to make it smaller? Well, I told myself, okay, instead of having to film this whole YouTube video, let me just sit down and write down a bullet point of what I could talk about. Okay, I got the bullet points. What could I do now? Well, I could just set up my camera. Well, what could I do now? Well, I could just press record, and maybe there's some things in between of like putting on a different shirt. What's the next baby little step? And before I knew it, I'm like talking to you right now. And so it make your big thing like little itty bitty steps. My forum leader in my advanced course for Landmark, she said, if I was a fly on the wall, what is the very first action I would be seeing you take? If I had to text someone that I'm really not ready to text yet, what is the very first little baby action if I was a fly on the wall that I would see? Okay, well maybe you pick up your phone. Maybe that's a good start. Okay, then maybe you unlock your phone. Step 2. Then maybe 3, you open your text message to that person. Maybe 4, you type out a message. And then you go from there and you send that message. And it doesn't need to be this whole overwhelming thing. I get so overwhelmed in life that these big projects seem almost impossible. That if you just break it down a little bit, you'll feel a lot more at ease and it gets you actually closer to doing what you need to do. I encourage you, whatever you're feeling stuck with, notice that if you are stuck, it's because you've been in the world of reasons and research. And instead, I invite you to you don't even need to make it like some hard, like, discipline action, David Goggins. But like play, like a big thing for me right now is experiment. This is an experiment. Have fun with it. How can you enjoy the thing that you're wanting to create? There's a reason you have that desire there. And the friction you're feeling is almost because you're fighting with your desire. Let me tell you, your God-given desires are not just going to disappear. You're not just going to magically one day say, oh, okay, I'm just totally fulfilled in this thing that I don't really actually want. It never goes away. So you're going to have to surrender to the fact that that's there and say, okay, I don't feel ready yet to become this thing. But obviously, I have the desire for it. Obviously, there's something there for me to explore. So experiment, play, get to experience yourself in new ways. And don't make it so overwhelming. A lot of times when you take the action and you make it small, make it possible. A lot of times when you make it possible, things aren't that hard. Like, I've made a lot of phone calls recently that were really challenging. Like, imagine calling up people from high school that you really have no business calling, but just you felt like you needed to share something with them. Or calling your family member that you haven't spoke to in many years to like start a conversation that really needed to be had. Those are not easy things to do, and you can really get in the world of reasons and research. Well, should I call them now? It's a little late. The way that I got out of that is by, I'm just gonna call them. Like, I don't need to know what I'm gonna say. I just pick up my phone and hit their name. That's all I need to do. It doesn't need to be this whole brain built out thing. So what I want to leave you with is stop letting yourself overthink before just doing. Like, put this world above thinking. If you are in this position, it's because you're smart. It's because you have desires, and it's because you're really a capable person. And your greatest gift can almost go against you in the sense that you're very smart, and if you give yourself the space to come up with reasons to not, I promise you're gonna find them. So don't even give yourself the space there and say, okay, I'm gonna come from playing, I'm gonna come from experimenting, and I'm gonna let any reason I have just be there. And that's really what I want to leave you with, is if there is resistance, if there is thoughts, if there is reasons, that's okay. Let that be there. When I filmed this YouTube video today and I didn't want to, and I felt resistant and a little insecure, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to look at myself not flipped. I felt a way about that. That's okay. I just let that be there. I felt a little unsure. What am I gonna say? That's okay. I just let that be there. I'm like terrified out of my mind to like speak to this person. That's okay. That actually can be there. If I don't want to go to the gym and I'm pouting about it, that's okay. You don't have to solve this world ever. You just have to be over here, right? So it's not like you have to banish this part of you. You might try to make this part wrong. No, it's there. Like, acknowledge what is there for you. But just know that you don't have to make decisions from that place. And that's really what I want to leave you with today, because you are a very smart, capable person. And sometimes we just need to get out of our own way on things. I know I do, and so that's what I wanted to share with you. Thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate you. I see the beauty. I see the path for you, and I am so excited that we have like kind of met in this weird digital age. So I appreciate you, and you know where to find me.